Hey everyone, so I'm really excited to get this to make this video. um, this is where the drama starts to happen. So this is where this channel starts to get interesting. Everybody likes drama, I guess, sometimes. Anyways, so last video I had that bug where that cloud function was running more than once, and you're looking at this function right now. But it's refactored because I figured out what the solution is. So let me make this a little bit bigger for you. So as a reminder, this function is pretty much just a glorified listening event. Okay, whenever a user is created, this function in the cloud is going to be invoked, and the responsibility of this function is to just create two documents in the database. Unfortunately, if this function runs more than once with the same user, we're going to get some behavior that we don't want. We're going to get some documents created that we don't want to be created. So that's just a summary on what the problem was. Now, this took me all day yesterday to debug. Because of the inconsistency in how many times this function was invoked, I was at a complete loss. I mean, sometimes the function would be invoked 4 times, 3 times, twice, once. And I was thinking to myself, well, I have 4 redux forms in total. They all share this similar function. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I just didn't implement redux form correctly. So I did some research on this, and I actually stumbled across something else unrelated. So it turns out that the creator of redux-form is actually suggesting using something else other than redux-form. So if you go to this URL and read through this description, you'll see what the problem is. But before figuring out like what my real bug was, I went ahead and stripped out everything, all of redux form out of my application, and I rolled my own form validation, which was kind of fun. And I learned a lot from that. I will make another video on how that was done in React, or how I did that in React. But let's talk about the actual solution to this problem. So, turns out that the root cause of this is due to idempotency. Now, I had to Google this to see how it was pronounced. I had no idea what it was, but it turns out that Firebase wants your functions in your code to be idempotent. And from what I've been reading over the last I don't know, 45 minutes, last couple of hours, idempotency is this business where a function is allowed to run more than once. That is the intended behavior, but you have to write your code in a sense to be prepared for that. So, do you want to, for instance, if you're running a credit card transaction, if the request for the charge comes in a second time, do you want to charge this customer? So, in our case, no. We don't. We need to be prepared for that. So the fix is to it was pretty simple, syntactically speaking. It wasn't too much that I had to change. But I want to point out that .push is a method that I was using to create a document, and what that was doing was it was automatically creating a random identification or ID for that document, which is what I wanted. I didn't even care what the ID was. I wanted it to be random. But in Firebase, if you specify what you want that ID to be, if that document is with the same ID is to try to be created again a second time, it won't create a duplicate. So that is my quick and dirty way of handling the idempotency here. I hope I'm using this word correctly. It's a really cool topic that I learned. So apparently, this is just a characteristic with servers, and rightfully so. I can see a lot of use cases for this. And the biggest lesson learned here is Firebase is a different kind of a thing. It's a different animal. So I'm happy that I figured this out. I'm happy that I'm able to record this, and I'm hoping that somebody Googling this will come across this video, and they'll see what's going on. So what I'll do is I'll try to make it easy to find through Google search. But anyways, thanks for watching. I think that's it. Please subscribe to my channel. I am taking requests on how-to videos. So an example is I want to get a how-to video out there on how I rolled my own form validation in React. Other than that, have a good day. I'll see you later.